Ladies and gentlemen, I can...
Iranians, joined by the Israelis and Ukrainians, rallied in support of our compatriots' ongoing fight for liberation. I was pleased to address them. Iranians are fighting not just to free our country, but to bring peace to the region and the world, said His Majesty Prince Reza Pahlavi in a video message.
took our great nation hostage. It made Iranian women second-class citizens. It began a campaign of persecution against Jews, Baha'is, Christians, Zoroastrians, even devout Muslims who refused to accept the new regime's vile ideology. It persecuted anyone and everyone who refused to support its campaign to export its revolution of terror beyond Iran's borders. In the ensuing years, far too many have been added to the list of victims of this regime's terror, as the Islamic Republic has pillaged our national resources to bring its war to the people of the Middle East and Europe. Israelis and Ukrainians are particularly aware of this shameful crime falsely committed in the name of our great civilization. While suicide drones and missiles financed by our nation's plundered wealth rain down on you, the Iranian people continue to face brutal repression at home. That is why your unified presence here today is so important. You are showing that you recognize the truth. Now is the time to unite behind the peace-seeking people of Iran who are fighting for liberation from this regime. As you stand with them in solidarity, call on your elected officials to do more. Tell them the people of Iran deserve maximum support in this fight. The Iranian people are fighting not just to free themselves, but to bring peace and stability to the region and the world.
Mohammad Komail Zandkhani, a 19-year-old from Elam, ended his life by throwing himself from the sixth floor of his residence, following the announcement of a 13-year prison sentence and threats of being taken. They threatened him that if he didn't cooperate, he would be held responsible for the killing of one of the government's suppressive forces during Iran's national uprising in Elam, and his family would also suffer severe consequences. This led to Komail's suicide. Komail Zandkhani was detained during Iran's national uprising on October 2nd and was released on bail after a few days. He was detained again on December 21st, 2022, and after 19 days his lifeless body was found outside the door of his parents' home. Nushin Mesbah, a Baha'i residing in Mashhad, was detained on February 12th after visiting Branch 21st of the Execution of Sentences Office in Mashhad and was transferred to Vakilabad prison to serve her one-year sentence. 8 months in prison on charges of membership in a group aimed at disrupting the country's order and security and anti-regime propaganda. The previously issued sentence against Nushin Mesbah by Branch 37 of the Appeals Court of Khorasan Province on charges of membership in a group aimed at disrupting the country's order and security has been reduced to 1 year of imprisonment. Abbas Mojahed Korkuri, one of the detainees sentenced to death in connection with Iran's national uprising, has been deprived of the right to make phone calls and meet with his family, an accusation repeatedly refuted by the Pir Falak family. Abbas Korkuri's death sentence was previously confirmed by the Branch 32 of the Supreme Court of the Islamic Republic and sent to the Execution of Sentences Unit in Izeh. A request for a retrial for Abbas Korkuri has been filed in the Supreme Court of the Islamic Republic in recent days. The 6-month sentence of Manouchehr Bakhtiari, the father of the late Puya Bakhtiari and a pro-monarchy political prisoner, has been upheld by the 6th branch of the Appeals Court of Qazvin province. The charges brought against him in this new case include gathering and collusion to commit crimes against national security, forming and managing a group on the internet to disrupt national security, spreading lies, anti-regime propaganda, and disturbing public opinion, and collaborating with anti-regime groups.